I failed. I launched my first ever digital product and I failed miserably. I wasn't even able to get one sale organically. Hello, I'm Pratyush and you're watching PK Hub. In this video, I'm going to share 3 things I'm doing to make my next product launch not a failure. Stick to the end to find out. As a creator, everyone wants to create a community of supportive individuals. Everyone wants to create a business that thrives the most. And in order to do that, you need to have a good product. A product that can sell itself. But it's not an easy task to build one. I have tried my hands on creating my first ever digital product and I failed miserably. Firstly, we'll explore what did not work and why did the product fail at first. Then we'll start to explore what we can do to make the next launch a success. Number 1 in the list why the digital product failed is the value proposition. Every product should be associated with a value that serves its fellow customers. A good value proposition takes in account the problems the customers are facing and how it can solve them. This brings us to point number 2, marketing. For you to explain the benefits of having the product and using it, you need to do marketing properly. It can be done through ads, referrals, social media and more. But obviously, I did not do any of that. Number 3, social media. You need to leverage the power of social media. A product should have its promos and teasers on social media before the day of launch. You need to let your followers know what's coming for them because they will be the first customers for your business. This very much relates to marketing. In this modern era of marketing, social media has taken precedence. And if you're marketing a product on social media, then you cannot go wrong with it. Number 4, good visuals. Now you might say, a designer could not create good visuals for his own product, boo-hoo. But guess what? Because I'm a good designer, I was able to see that flaw. Now, I really wanted to have point number 5, but there isn't one. I'll drop a link of the product down the description for you to check it out and you can let me know why it failed in the comments. Okay, here are the 3 things I need to do to make my next digital product launch a success. And the first thing I have decided to do is to put myself through a challenge. Let's call it the 30 days challenge. I have to put in the work for the next 30 days and gain traction on social media so that there is some sort of credibility built for the next launch. But FYI, this is not the only challenge I'm taking up right now. For those of you who don't know, I'm currently in the middle of 75 hard challenge. No, it's not the usual 75 hard challenge to make a physical transformation. It's the business edition of 75 hard. And this is what I need to do in order to succeed in the challenge. So this 30 days challenge is being stacked over 75 hard. Most likely I'll fail, but fingers crossed. The launch of any product is usually divided into 3 stages, right? Pre-launch, launch, post-launch. Most of the work for me is going to be in the pre-launch phase in the whole timeline. I'll be focusing on these 3 social media platforms, Instagram, LinkedIn and X. Here is the framework for my 30 days of content creation. Steal it right now. For Instagram, I have to put 1 post and 3 to 7 stories per day, along with doing 1 IG live per week. And obviously, I have to engage with people in the comments. On LinkedIn, I have to post once per day and write 10 to 50 comments on other people's posts. And similarly on X, I have to post once per day and write 10 to 50 comments on other people's posts. I don't know how realistic these numbers are for me, but I'll give it a shot. And to let my anxiety rest a bit, repurposing of content is allowed. Along with posting regularly, I have to engage and build new connections over these social media platforms so that these new connections will potentially become my first set of customers. Now, keep in mind that these connections are not in an attempt to sell stuff. I want to give as much as possible before expecting anything in return. I don't want to force them to buy my stuff. I want to bring as much value as possible to them. I have to divide my whole day into 3 sections based on the amount of energy I have to spend on each and every task. This will help me not burn out and keep my focus on its optimum level. I want to give more time and effort for the tasks which are higher in the priority list, and I want to give lesser time for the tasks which are lower in the list. This will help me establish a sense of practicality in my work and will ensure that the optimum level of output is achieved throughout the day. And the third and obvious thing, working on the product. During this period of leveraging social media to gain traction for my new launch, I have to work on the product on the sites as well. There should be a foundation laid out for the product so that when the community is ready to accept the product, I can launch it at that specific period of time. Obviously, we want to tease the product before launch, but that will be covered in the 30 days challenge that we are taking up. The creation of product will be divided into its own phases, starting from brainstorming to the actual creation. We'll dive in deep in some other episode. After a week or two of teasing the product, I'll eventually launch it. The launch will be shared on social media, and for it to reach the most amount of people, I have to market it. Now, I don't want to run paid ads. Alternatively, I want to gain as much organic traffic as possible. And the regular posting that I'll be doing on social media will cover that completely. The post will be related to the products, not directly but indirectly, so that there's some sort of relation with the post and the launch of the product. I don't want to directly call out the launch of the product other than the specific post for the launch. I want to have that subtle connection of relativity of the post and the product itself. We can do collaborations along with the usual posting in order to make the reach as high as possible. So here's the 30-day plan. Let's see if I make it or break it. Subscribe to stay in the know. Follow me on socials to see the behind the scenes of developing this product and see how this daily postings go on. I'll leave links to socials down in the description for you to go and check it out. You are watching PK Hub. I'm Pratyush and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, take care.